Today we are making a drawing for I Love to Read Month and to celebrate one of my favorite authors and artists, Dr. Seuss. Start by writing your first and last name and class code on the back of your piece of paper. We will be drawing today portrait style. That means long up and down like your school picture or portrait. And we are drawing a creature from the book If I Ran the Zoo. And we're going to start with our creature's two eyes. It's going to be about a hand width down from the top of our paper. Our two ovals for our eyes are connected, and they have smaller half circles and even smaller circles inside of those half circles. Then we are going to be drawing the top of the head coming out from those eyes, and kind of our neck, and this creature has kind of a beak connected to it that you will turn into a smile and then a neck shape. Notice how there's a couple inches on each side, but we want the face and the head of this creature to really fill the width of our paper, and then add some crazy hair at the top, however you would like. At the bottom, about a hand's width from the bottom, you will take a circle tracer, trace that close to the bottom, but you need to leave room for feet, so not all the way at the bottom. Then go ahead and draw in some legs and feet using just kind of a zigzag toe idea when you're drawing that. Try not to draw them too skinny. This creature also has wings on either side that you can go ahead and draw in there connected to that circle. Then the body of our creature has feathers, so you want to kind of draw on the shoulders, and then a bunch of V shapes to create layers upon layers of feathers. So you want to draw them thick, not too small or too close together. They're pretty big layers, and you will probably be able to fit like 4 or 5 layers between your head and the circle of the body. And you can have one layer overlapping that circle if you would like to show those feathers kind of growing over top of the body of your creature. Once you have drawn your zoo creature, you will use oil pastels to add color, and you're going to be using the color wheel to do this. So you're going to choose colors that are next to each other on the color wheel out of your oil pastel bin. So you choose one, and each layer of your animal's body, those feathers, you're going to blend 2 colors together on each layer. So this layer, I'll blend 2 colors. So I'm going to start with my orange. What you want to do is you want to push really hard. You're going to work on good craftsmanship, staying in the lines, but I'm not filling my entire feather or my entire layer with this first color. I'm going to go about halfway, and then I kind of start to push a little bit lighter after I get halfway, because now I'm going to be blending 2 colors together. So I used orange. Now I need to look at my color wheel and decide what other color I'm going to mix with my orange. So I could either do red or yellow, because those 2 colors are warm colors and they're both next to orange on the color wheel. So I'm going to do yellow. Now I'm going to fill the rest of that layer in with yellow, and I'm going to be overlapping those 2 colors and making them look like they're slowly changing, and I'm blending them together. So see how I put my yellow all the way to the end, but then I also overlapped with my orange. And when you're doing this, you want to use a lot of pressure, and then your colors will start to mix, because we know that oil pastels are like paint and that the colors can mix and blend really well together. So I have those 2 colors done. I'm going to try my best to stay in the lines, and if I don't get it perfectly, that's okay. But now I'm going to switch colors. So I can do any other color for my next layer. So I have those 2, they're next to each other on the color wheel, blended. Now I'm going to do another color. And you can do any 2 colors you want, but just use your color wheel, because the colors next to each other mix and blend well together. So I'm going to do green for this layer. So you don't want to see any of the white of your paper. You want to push and blend these colors together. Try not to get into the other colors that you've already made. Stay in the lines and be neat. Now we know oil pastels can spread and smear, so you have to be careful about that too. If I notice that there are some areas where my green and my blue need to mix more, I might take my green again and overlap them so that they can mix a little bit more. Okay. I did say green can go with yellow and blue. Another color you could mix with green could be your light green. You could do dark green and light green if you wanted to, because those two would work well and mix well together as well. Whenever you are done with the color, you are putting them back into the correct spot in your bin so that other students can find them and use them. Now I'm going to kind of speed this thing up and finish my creature. Continue to think of colors that will mix and blend well together. Pink and purple are great to blend and mix together. Using lots of pressure as you blend and covering the white of your paper. Light green and dark green work really well together too, as you continue to choose colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. Then for your head and your body and your wings, just choose one color to fill your head. When you're filling these areas with color, try to fill them all in the same direction to make neat areas of color using good craftsmanship. You can even blend the colors on the top of your creature's head. Once you have everything colored in and blended together, you need to outline everything with a black oil pastel to make it stand out and look really nice and neat after all this awesome blending that you have done. So every outline that you made, and you did yours in pencil, you will go around and you will very neatly and very carefully outline in black oil pastel. That way you can see the difference between the layers of your creature. So you want to go over all of your kind of zigzag lines that you made, making sure not to smear what you've already done with your oil pastels, but every single pencil line that you made, including the face, the smile, you're going around the eyes with your oil pastel. Now this is where you could color in part of the eye if you wanted to make it really dark and black over the top. So just outlining every little part of your creature that you drew with your pencil, you need to go back over that with black oil pastel. When you are doing this, do your very best to hold your paper still without smearing your hand and your arm across all the beautiful oil pastel marks and colors that you have made. Make sure that every pencil line is outlined in black and all your colors are bright and vibrant, and your project is all done. Awesome work.